Good morning, everyone. Here's a quick weather update for you on this Thursday morning. Going to be a busy day today. We've got a few showers around this morning, but no severe weather this morning, no real big downpours. A little bit of a moderate cell around the Canfield and Ellsworth areas this morning, right along 224 and pushing east. So we'll get another quick little burst of rain from Canfield to Boardman here in the 9 o'clock hour. Elsewhere, just a couple of random showers around, and as we take a look at the broader view this morning, clouds across the northern half of Ohio especially, not much in the way of rain falling out of those clouds. It's a warm and noticeably more humid morning. Temperatures this morning are in the lower 70s. Yesterday we got a nice break from the dew points, but it's soupy out there again today. Dew points are up in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And as the atmosphere continues to moisten up, the instability in the air will continue to rise. That will allow air to rise this afternoon, and especially if we get some sunshine working in, our chance for some thunderstorms is definitely going to increase this afternoon. All right, the Storm Prediction Center does have us in the what we call the slight risk area today. Don't take slight lightly. It's a little bit of a misnomer because it's basically an elevated risk of severe weather. Two main threats today. One, damaging winds in any of these thunderstorms. And number two is the threat for some flash flooding across the region. Now, we've gotten a chance to dry out a little over the last 48 hours, but it's not going to take much rain in a short amount of time to perhaps aggravate local flooding issues. Let me minimize my browser here. This is the 3-hour flash flood guidance across the region. What this means is this is a map showing the amount of rain it would take in a 3-hour period to cause widespread flash flooding. In Mahoning, Trumbull, Mercer, Lawrence counties, that number is about 1.8 to 2 inches. That's a lot of rain in 3 hours. But, you know, some of these thunderstorms are capable of producing that much rain in a 3-hour span, especially if they, what we call train, a couple of storms moving over the same place in succession. That's a possibility, so that's something we'll have to watch out for. Columbiana County, the guidance is a little higher, closer to 2 to 2.25 inches. So, it's not real likely that we get a lot of thunderstorms this afternoon that produce this sort of situation, but did want to bring your attention to the fact that we can't rule out that a couple of storms move over the same areas, and if it's one of those areas that's especially prone to flooding, we could have some more issues to contend with as we get into the afternoon. Now, one thing for sure, this is not going to be a situation that is all that similar to some of the bad weather days we've had recently. And the reason why I say that is that everything's going to be pretty poorly organized as we get into the afternoon today. Here's the short-range model simulated radar at 2 p.m. There can be a pop-up shower or a thunderstorm here and there, but this is going to be just a real classic hit or miss variety. There's going to be very little organization to this. Here's 4 o'clock. Shower, thunderstorm in spots. 6 o'clock this evening, it's going to be pretty similar. Here and there, there's going to be a shower or a thunderstorm, and other places can have some sunshine. So there's not much organization to this. I think overall the coverage of these storms will be less than some of our recent days. In other words, fewer places will get the rain compared to some of our bad weather days recently. As we head into the evening, our cold front approaches from the northwest, and this may actually be the most persistently rainy part of the day towards sunset and into the overnight, because that's when our front's going to be approaching. Now, the severe weather risk is probably decreasing after sunset, but the overall rain threat may be increasing because of the proximity of the front as we go into the overnight. All right, so that's kind of the breakdown of today. Widely scattered storms this afternoon and this evening. We can't rule out that some of them turn pretty strong, and the severe weather threat is there in the strongest storms with damaging winds and flash flooding being the two main things we have to watch out for today. Tomorrow, clouds should gradually break for some sunshine. Real quick word on the weekend, because it's summertime. Everybody's interested in the weekend. Let's see here. Well, my latest GFS doesn't want to come up, but I will tell you that it looks like the moisture from Bill is going to be primarily a miss for us, and that's really good news because, of course, we don't want the heavy rain. But it looks like Bill's moisture will track along the Ohio River Valley, 4 or 5 inches of rain in some parts of Missouri, and then right along the Ohio River and a 3-inch bullseye seems fairly likely parts of Kentucky, West Virginia, perhaps far, far southern Ohio. But notice how the rain amounts over the next 5 days decrease significantly once you get off to the north. So it's not looking real likely that we will get in on some of the tropical rains from Bill. But if you have outdoor plans this weekend, there can still be a pop-up shower or a thunderstorm Saturday afternoon. Real hit or miss stuff. Don't cancel the outdoor plans. If you're heading to the Rolling Stones in Pittsburgh Saturday evening, shouldn't be a washout, but there'll be these real random showers and storms around. Sunday for Father's Day is probably actually the wetter half of the weekend as a cold front approaches. So much more on the medium and longer range coming up throughout the day. Jess will have a full 7-day update for you at noon today, and I'll bring you the latest this afternoon and this evening on 21 News and on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good Thursday.